Okay, this video series that I'm making right now is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to focus on my voice, and for me, if you've watched my videos at all, I've really struggled with my voice for the past more than 2 years, basically since I started transition. And myself, I always struggled with no, I didn't have a lack of eagerness to practice, but I didn't really know the right way to be practicing. I checked out a lot of different videos on YouTube and stuff like that, and I think some of those work for some people. But for me, it was just so difficult to do, and I think part of the reason for that is that I didn't see those people very clearly when they were still having troubles with their voice like me. They were coming at it with a very feminine sounding voice, and then just showing you, oh, just do like this and you can make this sound. So the purpose of these videos are to document my work with a speech therapist, or a speech therapist's work with me, I guess is better said. And basically how it works is she just gives me a lesson or lessons to do, some exercises to do, and then I need to practice those once or twice a day until the next appointment. So the most ideal is if I'd started exactly from scratch. I have done these exercises a few times. I still don't think I'm that good at them, but I think I'm starting to see some results with them. This is the very first exercise, so I'll just do that. And the idea is that I'll try, as soon as possible after I've gone to a new lesson, I will do all of the lessons once through on the video, and then after I've had enough time to practice and right before my next lesson, I'll do them all again. And this is for other transgender women and girls who are maybe struggling with your voice, and but it's also for me so that I can have some accountability, so that I can also have a video record of where I'm at in different things, and I can see progress with my voice. So it's as much for myself as it is for everyone else, but I do think that it will also be useful for you to watch if you need a little bit of inspiration or you're feeling like voice work isn't possible, because I'm more than 2 years on hormones already and basically no progress on my voice. Okay, anyway, so what she did was she recorded a little, on her phone, she recorded a little voice recording, and I just have to make the sound after she makes the sound. Maybe the exercises will be a bit later, or a bit different later, but if they are, then we'll cross that road when we get there. Okay, so I'm going to start with the exercise, and it's kind of weird, so yeah, it's embarrassing, but I'm just putting myself out there, yeah, okay. Va. Va. Ve. 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 Vi. Za. Z. 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 Okay, so that's kind of weird, but that's my first exercise with my voice, and I'm gonna, in another week or 2 weeks or whenever my next appointment is, right before that I'm gonna record this again, and maybe there'll be some difference, maybe there won't be, but in any case it's some nice documentation of this experience. Okay. Okay, so this is roughly 10 days, I think, after I made the first recording, and I've had my next lesson, which I will make the review video for shortly, but right now I'm just going to work on the lesson that I did the review video for just now. or just in the previous section of this video. And the reason for that is so that you can see the difference that I made. Personally, I think there's a little bit of a difference, and the difference is that when I first started, I was really making the voice come from this area here, and I need to be making the voice coming from this area up in here. We did a lot of exercises in the last lesson, which I'll talk about in that video, but anyhow, here's my exercises with the hopefully a little bit of improvement. Va. Va. Ve. 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 Vi. Z. 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 Okay, and so when I'm doing this exercise, I might make it a little bit of a funny face because I'm really concentrating. What I'm doing is I'm listening to the recording that she made me, and then I'm trying to imitate the sound that she's making. And sorry. She did say to drink lots of water while you're doing it, and I think that's a really good idea. It's a lot of strain on this area in here once you really kind of get the feel for it. Basically what I'm trying to do is keep the Adam's apple, or this part of the throat, like up as far as it can go, and then I'm trying to make the sound come from my head and not come from my chest. And I realize that it's really hard to actually figure that out. And I still certainly like slip down to talking like this, but the problem is that it's just sort of a mental thing, and you have to really get it. And I think that the exercises that I'm doing, like the v and z, that kind of stuff, I think it just naturally sort of helps you understand how to make that sound. So I have a lot of faith in my speech therapist, and I'm going to continue to share videos, and hopefully they're also helpful to you. But of course, remember that this is just sort of for documentation purposes. I'm not a professional or anything. So the best thing you can do is go to a speech therapist. But if you want to if you kind of want to see my progress or get a feeling for what it might be like, then yeah, these videos hopefully will be helpful for you. Okay, bye-bye.